One. Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for spending time with me today, here getting to know the members of the Upcycled Cloth Collective. And today I am very excited because I am chatting with Maria Rippingale. And Maria, would you like to tell us a little bit more about yourself and your journey? How did you get started with upcycling textiles?
I'd love to. It all started about 15 years ago. I went to visit a friend and we were sat having coffee in her kitchen and I saw the cutest little button doll sat on her Welsh dresser. And I was so fascinated that I asked her where she got it from. And as usual, my friend said, "Oh, I made it." So immediately I asked her to show me how to make one, and that's how it all started.
Wow.
And then I got bitten by the bug because you can make all types of button dolls. Um, yeah, you can make. I think the first ones we made were angels, and we made all different types of angels, even a punk angel,
Oh, cute.
which was fun.
So, so where did your friend get the idea? Was it her original idea, or is it something that's older than that? Is it something that people have been making for a very long time?
They were first made in olden days, way back, and generally they were made by using scraps of material and buttons from the family button box. There's not much history on the dolls because I've looked, not found any,
Okay.
but I've kind of brought them right up to date and have all kinds of whimsical, wacky creations, like I make fairies, angels,
How
cats,
wonderful.
mice,
Do you maybe have
things.
one to show us for people who are wondering what the hell is a button doll?
Yeah. Well, this one I made 15 years ago, and it's totally different from the doll that I saw my friend make. And this is the snowdrop fairy. I don't know if you.
Wow. So they're called button dolls because their legs and arms are made of buttons.
Yes,
Okay.
and this one was inspired by a very small piece of antique lace that I had with a snowdrop design on it.
Okay. That's amazing. So
Um,
the lace, that snowdrop we can see there on the front of the dress was the antique lace that you used.
yeah,
That is
and
amazing.
found these old lace wings, which kind of went perfectly.
Those are so beautiful. And do you make them just for a hobby or do you make them to sell?
Uh, it started off as a hobby, but then 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I decided to turn it into a business, and I actually moved house and registered my business all in the same week,
Wow.
and that was a week before lockdown.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. So when you were doing that, you did not know that you were going into lockdown.
no.
Wow.
So we went into lockdown. My sewing machine broke, so I couldn't sew the bodies on the machine, and I couldn't get the machine fixed anywhere because everywhere was closed. So I decided to pivot slightly. Now, I'm already a teddy bear artist and restorer, so I thought, I wonder if I could make some cats. So I pulled out what small amount of mohair I had, and I also had some cat faces, button style. And then I didn't have many different shades of mohair, so I took a plain cream mohair that I had. And then I started experimenting with dye, vegetable dyes,
Okay.
and then wonderful colours. I'll just show you one of the cats just to give you an idea. This is
And
a Christmas one.
and what did you learn from your journey with the vegetable dye? Oh, that is so cute. Look at that. Wow. That is
And then, of course,
amazing.
because I did the cats, I decided I wanted to make some mice as well. So they came along not long afterwards.
And how are your customers enjoying them?
That's the mice.
Oh, that is so cute. Oh my goodness, those are too sweet. I love them so much.
Thank you.
So Marie,
Customer, sorry.
yeah, so you're telling me how are your customers enjoying them?
They really like making them, they're quite surprised at all the different styles that you can make.
Okay.
Uh, I sell the kits to my customers. They make them themselves. They get all the materials in the kit except for the stuffing. But anybody who sews would probably have that lying around anyway. And if not, just a small amount of cotton wool would
Mm.
do the job.
Or any upcycled fabric. Your upcycled
Well,
waste, it's
yeah,
a great way to use up your upcycled waste.
definitely. I mean, you can take the most expensive piece of material in the smallest of amounts and turn it into a fabulous doll. And if you've got um, antique buttons, you can use those. I use the shanked buttons for the shoulders, and you get some fabulous antique ones. Or you could use a garment from maybe a loved one that's passed.
Mm.
That garment would make so many different dolls in different sizes and shapes, and that
Mm.
would, become like a memento of that person.
Mm.
There's so many different things that you can do with button dolls. It's unbelievable. Even celebration dolls, birthdays, Christmas,
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
christenings.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about them that has managed to hook you for 15 years?
I just think it was the simplicity of that very first doll that I saw, and I've got an example here of the style of doll that I saw, and it was just that type of doll.
Wow.
It was just so simply made, the original one,
Mm.
which I keep saying I'm going to steal from my friend one of these days.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
You can use um, broken necklaces, use the beads from the necklaces.
Mm, mm, mm,
You've
mm,
got jewellery, you've maybe lost an earring.
mm.
The earring you've got left, you can put down the front of the doll like this one.
Look at that. I've got earrings that will do that job really well.
Uh, Broken bead, beads from a broken necklace, you can make a tiara like
Yes,
this.
yes, yes.
Uh, if you've got um, an old set of curtains, where you put the trimmings on the bottoms that are beaded,
Yes,
you could use those, you
yes,
know,
yes.
beads off that.
I can see how. I can see how. So how do you reach your customers? Because so you moved house and you registered a business and then lockdown happened.
Yeah, I
That
spent
must have been quite a frightening launch.
it was awful. I just didn't know what to do, I sat there thinking, what the hell am I going to do? How am I going to reach customers? And so I decided to build my own website, and I spent 6 months actually building the website, which produced a lot of tears and frustration because I'm not the best at tech.
mm,
at
mm,
all, you
mm,
know.
mm, mm.
Um, and then I launched my website. I used Facebook and Instagram to promote it online because obviously I couldn't go out to the fairs. And it's just kind of gone from there, really, you know. And yeah, it's been quite a journey.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it. And so this is something that fascinates me actually at the moment. I'm speaking to a lot of older people, and I count myself as one of them because I'm 50 now, um, who are pushing through our barriers to learn about technology. Uh, and actually finding on the other side that it was worth it. Are you somebody who's had that experience?
Yes, because I'm the person who's actually built a website, but I still don't know how to use every single button on the TV remote. You know, I, it takes me longer than most people to learn what I need to learn, but because the desire is there, I push through and I do learn it. And I do have a lot of contacts, you know, in the business world who, if I get stuck, they will actually help me, which,
Okay.
you know, saves the bacon if you like.
Okay. Okay. So you've got some mentors in place.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Um, and at the moment, I'm actually putting together a membership where people can come and learn how to make the dolls. But it's not just a membership for dolls, it also includes downloadable projects like um, paper dolls that they can colour in. There'll be downloadable journal pages so they can actually record their journey of whatever they're making, you know, how it makes them feel, how excited they were when they finish that project. And that
Oh,
could ultimately become a family heirloom, you know, it's a family keepsake.
oh, what a
Uh,
fantastic idea. It sounds
yeah.
amazing.
And then there'll be story time for children, paper crafts, button crafts, felt crafts. I'll be having guest speakers coming in to talk about different projects, you know, and there's a lot more things that I've got in mind as well. But that's going to be the main framework of my website. And there'll also be a community where the members can interact as well, because I think it's nice to share what you're actually doing. You know, sorry, my cat's
Absolutely.
joined us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Has she decided that it's been long enough that you're talking to strangers now?
Oh, she likes to be the centre of attention, this one.
She's wonderful. Hello.
No,
So when you started all of this at the beginning of lockdown, did you think that by now you would be sitting looking at a membership community and all of that and rolling all of that out?
no way. I mean, I first came across this lady who did an ad on Facebook, and she was promoting a 5-day challenge on how to do a membership, and it quite intrigued me. So I've been following this lady for the past 2 years or so,
Okay.
and
You're welcome to
that's
mention
brought
her
me.
here. She should get some credit.
Yeah, her name is Desislava Dobreva.
Okay.
She's a branding queen.
Yes.
You know, she's absolutely fabulous. She takes you through the stages of setting up a membership, gives you tasks each day to do,
Mm.
and it's just a fantastic experience. Even if you don't join her membership, you will learn a massive amount of valuable knowledge.
Mm.
And
Mm.
I can only say, you know, I'm so glad I came across her.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. It's always good to hear who are the good people to follow out there. And I've followed Desislava for a while myself. But because I've got such busy networks, I kind of put the feelers out there and then I have to pull them back again for a bit just because my capacity is
Yeah,
is limited.
It's good to learn, you know, if you're in business, it's good to always learn new things,
Mm,
you
mm,
know, and surround yourself with the people that know how to do what you need to do, basically.
absolutely, absolutely. So what have you found to be the tricky parts, the difficult bits?
In business,
Well, with
you
this
mean?
current thing that you're doing, what's been the hard part for you?
The hard part is actually getting yourself out there, you know. If people can't see what you're doing, they're not going to buy from you.
Yes.
You know, I've only just started doing videos. I've started videos on TikTok. I put them on my main wall as well. I've
Okay.
not done any lives yet, but that's coming. I'm pushing myself towards that because
Yes.
people need to see what type of person you are. You know, people don't just buy products for the sake of the products. They buy it from the person who makes it because they like that person. You
Mm,
know,
mm,
there's a type of emotion there.
mm, mm.
Um,
So what do you feel is holding you back at the moment from doing your lives?
I think it's the thought of making a mistake. You know,
Okay.
because when it comes to my dolls, I am a perfectionist.
Yes.
But at the end of
Yes.
the day, we're all human. We all make mistakes. I
Yes.
have made mistakes in the recorded videos that I've done, but I just say, "Oops, I didn't do that right, did I?" And then I just laugh at myself.
Yes.
That shows I'm human. You know,
Yes.
we're not
Yes.
perfect.
Yes. 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 So if it's any consolation, I've done quite a bit of live, and some days things do go wrong, and they actually work out quite well. Your audience is there with you; they're experiencing it with you, so they quite enjoy the journey. So the one day I was recording a live, and a field mouse came into the room with me, and I had a floor length skirt on. And I watched it come towards me, and I still thought, this is not really happening right now. And it did. It ran in underneath my skirt and over my feet. And of course, I could not stand still when that happened. And the little thing started jumping up and down inside this confined space, which it's panic, my panic. It was too much. I had to switch it off. These things
Oh,
happen.
yeah. I think the funniest live I ever saw was with a lady called Marie Claire, and her trademark is the F bucket that she has. You know, you put all the things that you don't like into this bucket,
Okay.
and she had a guest speaker, Hannah Walker, and she was meant to join her live on the Zoom on the Facebook Live, but they couldn't connect.
Okay.
So Marie Claire had her partner FaceTime with Hannah via mobile phone, and Marie Claire was holding the phone up, you know, showing Hannah. And the funniest thing is, she put her into this bucket. Well, I just fell about laughing, you know. It's like Hannah pick, you know, a note up out of the bucket because she used to ask people to write what they wanted down on a piece of paper to go into this F bucket.
Mm.
And then during her life, she would choose several, or her guests would choose, and so that's why Hannah on the mobile went into this F bucket to put this note. So, and I was just in hysterics. I had tears streaming down my face, and I thought, how fantastic you can actually pull it around
Mm,
and
mm,
make it right and fun and hilarious.
mm, mm,
Uh,
mm.
Brilliant.
And the thing is that pushing and pulling very often works much better in a spontaneous space than scripted. So if she tried to script that, it would never have worked because she had this push pull of frustration happening. Uh, and you could see it really happening for her. It had that much more impact.
Yeah, she pulled it off a tray, you know. Take my hat off to her. It was fun. Yeah.
So, Maria, I would like to take my hat off to you right now. Because you are making video right now, and I know we're not live, and you're doing a fantastic job of presenting. So
Thank you.
I would encourage you to go live. I think you're ready. And just do it. Just do it. Even if they're short little clips, I think you're totally ready. You're totally ready. You've presented so well today here for our video. I really think you're ready.
Thank you so much.
So for everybody watching, you hang out in the Upcycled Cloth Collective with us. What do you enjoy about the group?
I just enjoy the fact that everybody shares what they're making and people comment and encourage them to keep on doing what they're doing. You know, if you can make something wonderful out of something not so wonderful, or you can change it in some way to make it even more fabulous,
Mm,
I just think that's a great way of doing things. You know, we live in a throwaway society and it shouldn't be like that. You
yes,
know, we should recycle and reuse
yes,
what maybe someone else doesn't want. You know,
yes,
people people too readily go and buy new things when
yes,
you can just repurpose.
yes,
You know?
yes, yes.
And I just like the fact that it's a community and everybody comes together and shares ideas, and that is fabulous.
Well, thank you for spending time in my community. I appreciate it so very much. When I started the Upcycle Cloth Collective, I had no idea that by 2022 I'd be talking to 105,000 people.
It's wonderful.
So you're just starting on your community journey now. It has taken me 5 years to get here with mine. So you have 5 years to prepare yourself for talking to 100,000 people.
Just on the beginning of my membership journey at the moment, I've got the wait list ready for people to join if they wish to.
All right.
Um, and then I will start building out the pages and everything and putting the content in.
Okay. And if people want to jump on right now, where can they find you?
If they just go to my Facebook wall, Maria Rippingale, that is
Okay.
where I post most of my content.
All right.
There will be links on there if they want to join the waitlist for my membership.
All right.
And my website is mariaswingsofenchantment.com.
All right. And for everybody watching, I'm definitely going to put all of that information into the description of this video. So don't worry if you don't know where to find it. The direct links will be in the description of the video that you can just click on here on YouTube to make it easier for all of you. So, Maria, I see we are getting near the end of our time. Thank you so much for this inspiring window into your world. I didn't know what button dolls were when I first started chatting with you. So it's been really interesting for me to learn about them and find out what they are. And I'd be very interested and curious to know if there's anybody maybe in the Upcycled Cloth Collective community who knows more about the history of the button dolls. Perhaps that's some content that we could create in the next month or so, and maybe find out if there is more information out there that might be quite interesting. Do you have any parting words for everybody watching, Maria?
Yeah, just, keep on doing what you're doing, try new things. If the thought of making a button doll interests you, get in touch and support Melanie with her new online magazine.
Thank,
Wish you lots of success.
Thank you so much for supporting the magazine, Maria. And I'm so excited that I am going to be showcasing this video, in the new magazine so that people who read the launch edition are able to watch some fresh video content that we are attaching to the first edition. So thank you so much for co-creating magic with me today, Maria. I appreciate it so very, very much. Thank you to all of you who have spent time with us watching today. I hope you enjoyed the content that we put together for you today, and I look forward to chatting with you in the Upcycled Cloth Collective. Have a beautiful day.